The first public talk I gave was about 10 years ago, and I remember being so completely terrified of this thing that I had scripted and memorized the entire 45-minute presentation. And on the big day, there was 13 people that showed up, and about 5 to 10 minutes into it, there's a guy right in the front row who starts dozing off, and he's kind of coming and going throughout the presentation. But I get through it, and I did another one a couple of months after that, and then another one. And sure enough, it turned out to be something that I have a talent for and that I really enjoy. But I'll never forget the fear of that first experience. And I've certainly learned some things over the years that have helped me. So with that in mind, here are 5 tips to help you become a much more confident speaker. Don't try to fake being confident if you're not. I think it just takes too much energy and it doesn't feel very authentic to the people watching. Instead, learn to have a different relationship with it. If you get nervous, embrace the feeling. Fear and excitement are really made of the same stuff, so call it excitement. For me, when I get those butterflies, I know I'm ready because it energizes me. It raises my awareness a few notches so I'm sharper. And you can do the same thing. Whenever you feel those familiar feelings of anxiety, just keep telling yourself that it's a good sign and you can actually use those feelings to your advantage. I honestly don't recommend that you memorize your entire speech like I did that first time. Memorizing can make you a little bit more nervous because you're trying to remember lines and you're not focusing on what you really should be doing, which is trying to communicate your ideas. However, I do suggest that you memorize key parts like your intro or any essential stories. Your intro in particular, because your nerves will tend to be the highest at the beginning. So if you've got a really solid intro, it'll get you through that first 5 to 10 minutes, and then you'll find yourself starting to settle in. Part of the reason we get nerves is because we're focusing on the wrong thing, which is ourselves. Give your topic center stage. Remember that you have valuable information to give, and focus on that. On a recent episode of The Voice, somebody asked Pharrell Williams what he thinks about right before he goes on stage, and he said, "How much fun I'm going to have." And as a general rule, if you're not having any fun, your audience isn't either, right? Audiences love to feel like the speaker is enjoying himself or herself. So what you want to do is embody the emotion that you want to convey. So if your goal is to inspire, you should be inspired. And if you want people to have fun, you should be having fun. Bottom line, there aren't any shortcuts. If you want to be good, let alone great at speaking, you got to take every opportunity that you can to speak. That's why groups like Toastmasters International are great, mostly because they get you up in front of people and speaking each week, and you learn by doing, right? And finally, I just say, do your best to prepare, but when your time comes to take to the front of the room or the platform, just dismiss any care about the outcome. Just go out there and have fun. And if you do that and you learn from every experience, it's not going to be long before you are a much more confident speaker. That's all for today. Be sure to visit my website at conorkelly.com for much, much more. And once again, thanks so much for watching this video, and happy transforming.